Good morning, welcome back. So I had all these ideas for this morning. I woke up, kept looking at the weather, and now this is the idea. We're just going to do a typical thing here. This is a typical morning on the lake. We're going to cruise around. This is what you do. You go to spots you know, you try spots you don't. See if you can make it happen. It's the dog days of summer. Not much is crazy up here close to the bank because of the water temperatures being distinctly different from each other, from lower to upper, and not mixing. A bit of a thermocline situation going on. So cruise around. It might lean heavily towards perch, it might not. There is bait here, and I think it might be coming through this culvert over there where my friend Jonathan is fishing. He would see it. You see bait? He says yes. And you can look out here, you can see surface feeding, but if you see right here, see where this reflection of the cloud is on the water, consecutively I'm seeing fish busting shad. There is a school of shad right in there. First thing I want to do is throw this spinner bait right here. I'm coming out ahead of you. Right here, consecutively blow-ups. I'm not 100% that it's bass. Could be bluegill doing it, but it doesn't matter because both species will hit this. This is the M Hood Signature Series made by Kai's Custom Jigs. That's the orange monkey milk. Link is in the description. I'm gonna mess around for a sec, see if I can pick something up, because there's bait right here, right? So they're coming up and hitting the bait. Looks like I'm getting a bite already too, so I might be right that it's actually perch doing these blow-ups. It could be bass as well. It could be a mix. After a while, one splash sounds different than another, right? Seems like smaller fish. It's not like big bass doing this, it's smaller fish. Oh, come on, hit me. Hit me. Ah, you little shoot. All right. Tricky, but they might hit it. It's tricky because we're going to be throwing it where it's snaggy. But it's not super bad. It's not like it's wood. And it could be like that they're not here because they were on the move. They were there for a bit, long enough for me to go, okay, let's go over there. It was consecutive for a bit, but I don't see that school of shad there anymore. Maybe it came this way. It looks like maybe it's down there. Everything's moving. And it's going downhill fast, right? Because that sun is climbing. And as soon as that sun is on this water, it's going to be a totally different story. If you want easy pickings right now, if you want the easiest bit of the morning, fishing in the morning, this is it before the sun hits the water this time of year, right? Because as soon as that sun hits the water, it's just going to get harder and harder. Not that this is super easy, but you see all this activity, right? There's activity. So you're fishing in a vent. you're at the event and it doesn't go for hours. Sometimes it only goes for a few minutes. Sometimes it's just seconds. Like all of a sudden there's all this stuff going on around you, blow-ups, and then it's gone. Okay, so whatever craziness was here is no longer here because it is sunrise. The sun is coming up over the trees, hitting the water. Everything is dead calm. It was only interesting for a few minutes, and now it is time to go find something more interesting. Still being fairly typical. I was here yesterday and the fish are still here. Okay. I told you it might lean heavily perchy. Typical. There was a boat here when I showed up. They were a little bit off the point. I almost didn't stop here. I was like, oh, there's somebody here. And I was like, they're probably going to be gone in 5 minutes because they weren't catching. But while they were here, I wasn't catching either. I didn't even get a bite. And then they left, and boom. Like, I was becoming disenchanted. I just stopped filming. I was like, it might be nothing today. I'm not going to say typical, but when you get into these days, these dog days, and you're on the bank, that can be typical. Like, we could still catch nice fish, but we'd have to get out there on the boat right now. It's a little difficult from the bank. Nobody likes to come out fishing, spend several hours, and go home and have to make up some bullshit to your wife, tell her that you caught fish. Yeah. So it's pretty typical of me to break down and be like, okay, where's the perch rod? We're catching fish. Because it's better than making up a bunch of bullshit, telling people that you caught a whole bunch of fish and the whole time you didn't realize that they were sitting there on the bank watching you from your boat catch nothing. I was about to put the rod down to do something, and then I felt the rod getting pulled out of my hand. I was about to put it right here. I didn't even see the hit. Okay, so that's 2 of that size. Is that what is typical here right now? There's bound to be bigger ones, but there's a lot of that right now. Let's try that again. Same thing. Just right off the concrete there. It's an incline, right? So it's dropping fast. Okay. Just let it sit there for a sec. I have to do something. Not easy to see because we're facing the sun. I've reached my quota for the perch, I guess. So I'm gonna walk up and down the dam with the Senko. I'm sight fishing. I'm looking for places where they're busting bait. I think I see one right up here off this point. Fairly typical morning when I just want to hang out on the lake and fish. Spend a little time catching some perch. The rest of the time looking for a bass, because there are big ones. Whew, wait. I stayed out a lot longer than I normally would because overcast. Yeah, you're right. It's not that bad, but it's gonna get bad. Whew. We actually had some rain. That's why I didn't get to do what I wanted to do this morning. Why I'm out here having a typical summer morning. Not catching anything great, but I didn't get skunked, so there's that. Yeah, we had some rain throughout the night, and we might have some here and there through the day, which is good because we're in a drought. Ain't doing much. It ain't busting our drought, but there's clouds in the sky, and some are dropping drops. So it's a step in the right direction. Thank you for watching. I will see you next time.